Guys, it's your boy Dede back out here another video. And today, guys, I'm going to be making a Luka Doncic build. Now, the reason for this, you know, over time, I'm not gonna lie, I thought Luka is unathletic and not a good player. That like literally all he does is sit in one spot. He shoots, he gets fouled, goes to the line, and yes, he does that a lot, and it works. So I can't be too mad at it, right? So Luka Doncic is 6'7". We're probably gonna make this build at 6'6". Um, but yeah. I just want to say like Luka Doncic. I am a fan of his game now, but I really wasn't to begin with. Now I know Luka has the claims of being like 260. This build only lets you go to 230, which gets you the firm body type, the muscular, and the burly. So Luka would be, I guess, burly. I don't know if he would be firm. I don't know. I feel like he wouldn't be any of these. I feel like he'd be a mix of like muscular and firm. But anyways, um, yeah, we're gonna go instead of the weight being uh 230, we're gonna make the weight 220. We're gonna make the weight or the height, like I said, 6'6" with a 6'9" wingspan. We're just gonna go ahead and get right into this builder. So for starters, uh, our 3-point shot is going to be maxed out at a 89. 89, so you get set shot specialist on gold, and yeah, so that's what we're gonna do for that. And our mid range, we're just gonna take that to be a 80, just because I don't like odd numbers. So we're gonna do that. Luca has some post control on him, real life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about like in the game, of course, but he does in the game and in real life. So he has some post control. So we're going to give him a 79 post control to hit that post fade phenom on gold. And our layup is going to be really high. We're going to get to that in a second. Um, our ball handle. Now, Luca is able to handle the ball really well, but at the same time, he isn't just super fast with the ball. So we're going to give him an 85. Might move that up to 86. Might not. I really don't know. And we're going to go to a 75 speed with ball. Now, it is a point guard build, and the thing is, with these point guard builds, I like to have a lot of playmaking on it. I know some people don't. I know some people don't really care. But me personally, I do like to have a lot of playmaking on point guard builds, especially if I'm able to get like versatile visionary on silver. I feel like that's good for me. Perimeter defense, we're going to max this at a, really just want a movable enforcer on a high tier. I forgot exactly where we wanted it. So we're going to get him strength all the way to an 80, what, 82 or 85? So 85, get this to 84. Our steal, getting all the way up to a 79 to get interceptor, and also go ahead and get glove as well. Since your block does help with contest, we're going to go ahead and try to get that 74. Do we get it? We do. 74 block with a 70 interior. Now Luka's able to grab them boards, so let's go ahead and give him a 60. Actually, let's give him a 70. Let's give him a 55. Agility here, he's not the most agile, but we do want that Alex Caruso motion style. Our vert is going to go all the way up to a 75. I know he doesn't, or let's give him a 77 for pogo stick. No, he doesn't have the highest vert ever, but bear with me. And we're going to actually maneuver this around a little bit. So, give him a 73 to get posterizer. I know he's not dunking on people, but that's how I want to make the build. 69 free throw. Now, as always, I'm going to give you a breakdown, and I'm going to give you what I think you should do for your build specialization, right? So you have two options here for your build specialization. You really do. You have the option to either go playmaking, or you have the option to go finishing. Now, me personally, I want my Luka Doncic build to have like a 90 drive and lay for physical finisher. Also have like at least an 85 for layup mix master, and I also want float game on a very high tier. Okay, so there's no way you can get him to a 90 here. Okay, we can all agree with that. We're all in agreement on that, right? There's no way you can get to a 90 here off this build alone, right? But I'm kind of looking at to give you the option. If you want to do playmaking, this is what you would do. You would put your ball handle to a 90, and I would put, I put my ball handle to a 90, and I would put, where's it at? lightning launch to Hall of Fame. Use my max plus 2. That's what I would do. All right. So that's how I would do it if you wanted to do your playmaking. Now, for me, I want to do finishing. All right, that's specifically what I want to do. I want to get that float game on silver. So the way that we're going to go about this is I know that the builder, depending on what your build is, you're able to maneuver some things around and get like +2 to your cap breakers, all this and all that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take our driving dunk down to a 65, or is it a 60? And we're going to take our free throw down to a 63, or 64, I mean. And then what's the other thing that we take down? Our agility. We take that down to an 80. Anyway, we get our driving layup to an 87. All right. Everything else, I'm going to just put on my free throw to make this a 67, and then make this a 65. Put the rest on free throw here. Build isn't made, right? What other attribute can I put this on? Agility, strength, vert. I'm a June. Oh, rebound. All right. So listen, that's what we're gonna put it on. So rebound here, 56. So boom. This is how I would make the build. All right. Reason for this: 3 cap breakers going on. You're finishing. I want to get uh legend physical finisher, or you can get legend float game. Really doesn't matter. I want posterizer on bronze. Even though you're not be able to get like posterizing dunks, you could still dunk a little bit and be able to like work your way around it. Your playmaking doesn't change at all. If anything, I'd put like if you have any other extra cap breakers, I'd put them on your playmaking, just because. And yeah, so this is how I'd make the build, right? So if you go through this, you get shades of Gilbert Arenas, Chauncey Billups, and Jalen Suggs. Physical inside-out creator, consistent shooter from deep, smooth touch on finishes, handles have flair and control, can outmuscle most points. Can outmuscle most points. It should be like opponents. And then it says weakness, not a dunking threat, which to me that's not really a weakness when you have an 87
yes man right now. I need you to be honest.
driving layup, right? So we're gonna go ahead and start hooping in the city. I'm gonna show you the cap breakers. I have 3, so I'm gonna show you the cap breakers. So again, gotta drive a dunk here. +7 gets you up to a 62, right? Or 72, and then plus the 6 would get you up to 78. So 78 isn't horrible. I know I said 73, but you even get a higher driving dunk with this, so maybe it's worth it. I'd get this up. I would use your build specialization to get this up to here, or you don't even have to use build specialization. You use your build specialization on your playmaking if you wanted to. So yeah, overall, you want to get this to an 84. So that's 4 cap breakers, and you want to get that to 84. So that's 4 cap breakers. This will be 2, and this will be 3. So 4 plus 2 equals 6. 6 plus 3 equals 9. You get 5 of them pretty easily, like guaranteed 5 off your crew awards. You should get like 6 off your crew awards if you're able to get to level 40, but you should be able to get to like the level 22. So you get like a guaranteed 5, 4, or 3, 2 off your crew, or 3 off your crew awards, and 2 off your build specialization, right? So again, the way I'd go about this is I'd put the build specialization on my finishing and get like Hall of Fame layups. And the reason for that is because like this build is a threat from anywhere on the court, and but then I could also see you putting your build specialization on playmaking and then getting up to a 90 ball handle. It really just depends on what you want, because you want to have the highest like ball control possible, and also have the highest or the best dribble moves in the game. So if you have extra cap breakers, or you plan on getting around 14 to 17 ish, I would say go ahead and put it on your playmaking. Don't even worry about your driving layup for now. Get up to an 88, or at least try to. Your driving dunk can stay at a 65 for now, because you can still dunk pretty consistently with a 65. But get your driving layup to an 88. That would be the first order of business. And then if you want to get that 90 ball control, go ahead and do it. And then put your build specialization on here so you can get put your build specialization on that so you can get like Lightning Launch, Hall of Fame or Legend. You can pick between which one, Hall of Fame or Legend. And sh- not Strong Handle. Strong Handle isn't really the best one. Um, Handles for Days, maybe. You go Handles for Days. You can go a bunch of different badges. Handles Days, Ankle Assassin, Lightning Launch. I definitely put on Hall of Fame. I'd use my +2, put this on Hall of Fame, and I put Handles for Days on Gold. And I feel like that would be a very good build, you know what I'm saying, for sure. Or you can put Strong Handle on Legend, which Strong Handle on Legend I heard is overpowered. Not sure how overpowered it is, but I wouldn't waste my attribute on that. I'd use a max +1 for the season or a max +1 through crew. I went, or even Clutch Gene would work pretty good. But yeah, with that being said, I hope that y'all like this video. I hope that this is a good build for y'all. I hope that y'all are able to work on this build and make it into the build that you want. You know what I'm saying? Overall, I really like this build. I think this build is so comp for like twos, comp for wreck even, you know what I'm saying? Even ones. Ones, this is a really good build for sure. So I hope that y'all like this build. I hope that y'all will like, comment, subscribe, and do all that fun stuff. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.